Let's say you're looking to write a resume. Here's a question for you. Have you ever wondered how to use ChatGPT for resume success? In today's video, we're going to learn how to use ChatGPT to help you write your next resume. The cool thing is that using ChatGPT for resume building is akin to hiring a personal coach to help you write your resume. We'll discuss the process of compiling your relevant information, and then we'll explore the best ChatGPT prompts to use so that your resume highlights your best skills and experience. At the end of the video, we'll show an example of a finished resume using a template from Envato Elements. Envato Elements gives you unlimited downloads of resume templates, photos, and more. Be sure to check out the Envato Tuts Plus channel and subscribe to learn more great tips. My name is Shamira Young, and I'm an artist, photographer, and small business owner with a passion for creativity and productivity. Are you ready to write your resume with ChatGPT? Then let's get started. Before we roll up our sleeves and dive into how to use ChatGPT for resume construction, it's important to consider the overall career goals of your resume. While ChatGPT is a great tool to help you along your way, remember that the final say is yours. It's your job to gather the important information on you, your goals, your education, and your skills. By keeping your format consistent and your information organized, your ChatGPT resume will be easy to digest and navigate. So, let's gather your information first. Only after you're clear on this should you start engaging with ChatGPT to flesh out your resume. Step 1. Gather all your information. Whether this is your first resume or you're revamping your existing resume, it's vital to have all of your information clear. This will directly translate to the various sections of your resume. Think about and write out the following: a brief introduction statement, your education history and certifications, relevant work experience and skills, your professional achievements, any relevant projects you're working on, relevant extracurricular activities, and your current contact details. Step 2. Decide your resume structure. ChatGPT is helpful for not only writing your resume, but also for its structure. The structure of your resume will dictate the key information your potential employer will discover about you. We encourage you to explore our vast library of resume templates on Envato Elements. They're sure to give you some inspiration and a great starting point as you put your resume together. Let's look at some key elements you'll most likely include in your own ChatGPT resume. We'll be using example information I created. Your brief introduction statement and objective statement. Express who you are and what you're looking for in terms of your career goals. Also include your education. You'll also want to include your relevant experience, as well as your relevant skills, especially as they pertain to the future job you're trying to get. Be sure to include any achievements and awards that are also relevant to the type of job you're trying to get. And do not forget your contact information. Always make sure you include your most current contact info, which includes your phone number, email address, and could also include your website or LinkedIn profile. And finally, include any keywords that are specific to the industry you're applying to. These keywords should describe your skills. Sometimes employers will use applicant tracking systems to find these keywords. Step 3. Start a conversation with ChatGPT. Now that you've gathered your information, it's time to start a conversation with ChatGPT. It will help us with the editing and structuring of our information. Let's use the question, "Can you help me write my resume?" along with your professional information. Here's the reply I received. Now you can dive deeper into the conversation with another prompt. Some possibilities include asking, "Can you help me write an objective statement for my resume? How can I best highlight my skills on my resume? What layout should I use for my resume? What are some good keywords to use in my resume?" If you're changing careers or need some direction on your ideal job possibilities, feel free to simply ask ChatGPT, "What kind of job fits my skills and experience?" or something along those lines. And here we have our results from ChatGPT. Remember, trial and error does come into play as you get a feel for inputting effective prompts into ChatGPT. Step 4. Customize your answers. While ChatGPT is helpful for writing your resume, don't forget that it's your responsibility to create the right prompts that will give you the answers that best suit you. So if it gives you an example that you don't think is quite right for your objective statement, feel free to ask it to write another objective statement for you. Here's an example question. Can you help me write an objective statement for my resume that highlights my graphic design skills? This is for a graphic design position at a publishing company. Make it brief. Now let's look at the resulting ChatGPT output. Here's what we have. If you need more clarity on your applicable skills, you can ask ChatGPT to highlight specific skills to tailor your resume for a particular type of job. Remember, you ultimately have the final say. Step 5. Look for feedback and proofreading. As helpful as it is to write your resume with ChatGPT, remember that artificial intelligence is only assisting you with your resume. It should only augment your intelligence, not be a substitute for it. Don't forget the human touch. That's why when you've completed your first draft, proofread it, and put your final touches on it, it's important to share it with your friends, family, and colleagues to get their input. They may have some input that you didn't consider. Now, let's take a look at our finished resume. In this video, you learned how to use ChatGPT for resume success. It can help you craft a resume that's organized, easy to digest, and highlights your most relevant skills and accomplishments. Just a reminder that you can find the resume template we use today, along with a ton of other great resume templates at Envato Elements. It makes the process of highlighting your skills so much easier than trying to create your own from scratch. You can also access creative assets and thousands of video courses and tutorials on Envato Tuts Plus. Subscribe with the link in the description, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos from Envato.